Hey, how's it going, guys? Can you hear me? Everyone can hear me? Great. Sorry if I haven't made videos again for a while because I don't know, I just haven't felt like it, honestly, because of few things. Like, one of them being is that unfortunately my best friend, my dog, Frida, unfortunately passed away at 15th of September. And she was really feeling ill, and we had no choice. We had no choice to end her suffering, and don't think it that way, but we called the vet, and she just put some medicine in her that permanently puts her to sleep. So, because she was like having a very bad liver problems or something like that, because she was really old. My dog was 13 years old, but at least she lived a good 13 years of her life. So at least we did our best to give her a happy life for 13 years, and she was real happy with us as well. But now that she's gone, it's gonna be lonely because of me. For me, mostly because like I said, I don't have anyone to talk to, and my social life is on shambles. Especially when your problem is when you're in your adulthood, friendships basically go and come and go, and everyone's just focusing on too much on jobs and raising kids nowadays. A little too fast, if you ask me. But what can you do? And nowadays it's basically like hanging out with your friends or co-workers or something like that. We can't have that because social interaction is just basically a dead language at this point nowadays. And so the video topic today I'm gonna talk about is YouTube, and I feel like YouTube has been getting worse and worse and worse as time moves on. And it really hurts a lot of creators, especially for those who try to make adult content, especially when it comes to making videos based on survival horror games or horror video game genres in general. And and may I ask, what is the point of having adult, if this channel being more centered around adults, if you're gonna basically, no matter what you do, you're gonna basically censor it or remove it from or delete the video or demonetize the video, despite the fact that the video is not aimed at children? Like, what is the point? And I'm sorry if my hair is a mess, because like I said, I haven't been feeling really well. And if you guys also notice if my right eye is twitching on its own, it's because something is stuck in my eye, and it's kind of been bugging me for a while. So yeah, it's like nowadays it's like nowadays you can't show any more mature topics or more adult content, like, especially if, for example, if I played like games like Dead Space in today's day and age. People will just censor it because, oh, look at that, a woman is cutting a guy's torso or something like that. You can't show dismemberment, despite the fact that the entire game is about dismembering necromorphs. And it's kind of like really stupid because it's a horror game, and horror games have, a lot of them have very graphic and violent themes. And the fact that YouTube decides like, hey, you can't show that, despite the fact that the channel is more aimed at adults than kids, then it doesn't matter. They're still gonna like demonetize or remove that video if you show any kind of suicidal themes or dismemberment or anything like that, or anything that has to do with with horror games in general or anything like that, horror or non-horror related. And it's really stupid because nowadays, like I said, nowadays we live in a time where everything must be soft, everything must be more, think of the children, and it's like really stupid because it's really ridiculous at this point, because nowadays people have more and more people just can't accept the fact that not everything is catered towards a certain group of people, and it's because of that now entertainment is more is entertainment in general nowadays is more aimed at certain group of people, especially on social media, and rather than people who actually enjoy that kind of stuff. Like I still enjoy all their entertainment. Like I still play Dead Space. I still play Silent Hill. I still play Resident Evil. I still watch stuff like Invader Zim. I still watch Batman Beyond that have also very dark and really messed up themes for a kids show. But what the difference between modern entertainment and the entertainment back in the 90s and mid 2000s is the fact that 90s and mid 2000s entertainment took actual risks and did not cater towards a special group of people that can't handle something mature or dark or anything like that. Because nowadays everything is just like no, we can have this and that, and we have to have more this and that. Like nowadays video games are more cinematic, and it's like what is the point of making video games more like movies rather than actual video games? And that is like one of my biggest gripes with a lot of entertainment, is the fact that entertainment is not about fun anymore. It's about catering to nowadays entertainment is just about politics, LGBTQ representation, racism and whatnot. And a lot of Twitter accounts also get forever suspended because some dude changed Ariel's recently came out the Little Mermaid trailer, the reboot one, because Disney can't make original ideas anymore, so they have to bastardize original content, actual imaginative content, and basically bastardize it by saying, and if you don't like the modern take on the Little Mermaid, then you're a racist or this and that. And it's really stupid because originally Ariel was a redheaded white woman, and what's wrong with that? But nowadays people on Twitter, modern people, are just like, yeah, we're celebrating the fact that modern day Hollywood or modern day entertainment is killing another ginger character or redheaded character or whatever. And despite the fact that people don't realize that gingers, redheaded people in general are slowly, in real life actually, are slowly going extinct. That they're barely holding on to life, and the fact that people are celebrating the fact that fictional ginger or redheaded characters get replaced by stereotypical black stereotypes or whatever. It's like, it really kind of defeats, it kind of shows the true colors of these kinds of people and what they are. And it's really scary, honestly. Now, of course, I know this video is going to get tons of dislikes again, and people are going to say, oh, it's cringe and that and this and that. And of course, this video is going to get probably deleted again because I'm also getting tired of people just calling me things they don't fully know what kind of person I am, because it's really hard to criticize anything nowadays or make any kind of content that doesn't trigger softies or people who can handle mature or darker themes. And it's really hard to creators to be more creative, to bring out their creative freedom, and it's the only place that you can actually do that is either at indie places or Japan, and that is it, and that is as far as you can go, because if you try to make more creative or freedom type of entertainment in other places, especially in United States, then you're basically gonna get cyberbullied or hated by people just because you try to create your own stuff or try to change certain characters and more make the certain female characters more appealing, or actually make them look like they're actually females instead of like for example, Luce Dakota from the Owl House looks more boyish than she looks like an actual female character. Of course, I'm criticizing the Owl House, but blah blah blah. Everything must be positive, and you can't criticize anything. And it's really like YouTube has been really kind of gotten worse and worse because you can't swear more, you can't create content that is more catered towards adults. You can't if you want to do like there's this upcoming survival horror game called Scorn, and there's a lot of body horror, a lot of dismemberment, and so much more. And the game is very atmospheric. It's the entire game was basically inspired by H.R. Geiger's vision. If you don't know who that guy is, he's the one who created the spaceship for the movie Alien and Aliens, and the designs for the xenomorphs, and it's really creative. And that game is fully inspired by H.R. Geiger's artistic freedom. And nowadays, if you try to make a video out of it, you can't show a lot of. And I know the game is gonna have a lot of body horror and stuff like that because the entire game is basically centered around on it. And you can't show like if the entire game is like 90% body horror and stuff like that, then you can't show it on YouTube because oh no, think of the children, and it's like really stupid. Like if you can't like one of my biggest problems, especially with kids, especially with modern day parents don't want to take actual responsibility, or actually check out what their kids are watching or what they are doing. They don't want to take responsibility because they think everything must be, just give them iPads and stuff and shit like that, and basically be like, the kid shuts up and we're all happy, fine and dandy. No, kids need discipline. When I was a kid, my parents spanked me if I misbehaved or did something like wrong. I even had to stand in the corner for like 30 minutes or so. And but despite my gripes having with my me having my own gripes with my parents, they're not the worst parents. I know they try their best to make me more responsible, more mature, but it's kind of hard for me because of my disabilities. But it's kind of hard, like I said, it's kind of hard for people like me to be accepted in society or like be the way I am, because when I started YouTube, I actually wanted to find my place in the world. I started with gaming because I thought, my best friend actually gave me like opportunity, like, hey, you should maybe do gaming videos. Like, I don't know, like he actually laughed when I reacted to horror games, and he's like, you should do horror game based videos, and maybe you could done some subscribers like PewDiePie. And I tried that, but it did not work out. But then later on I tried to talk about animation, and it worked out better than I hoped. But then 2016 and onwards came along, and now it's more about and it's much harder to do content on YouTube without triggering certain people because you have a different opinion, but you can't have that, and if you have a different opinion, then you're a bad person. And it's really getting ridiculous because this is the kind of shit I hate about modern entertainment because nowadays you can't criticize anything, you can't say anything negative. Everyone just expects to have the same hive mind mindset. Oh, everything is sunshine and rainbows, and it's really stupid. And it's like, and it's really stupid because. Like I said, I want to do more positive videos, but I'm not sure if they're gonna make any like more, if it's gonna get more views or not. Because, and if some of you wondering, the problem is also I don't do scripts, and that is because I usually try to. When I do videos, I try to speak from the heart. I try to be myself, and I don't do scripts because the reason why I don't do scripts on my YouTube channel is because it will take a very long time to actually write something, and also another thing is that people are gonna wonder why I'm not making videos again for a really long time, despite the fact that I have other stuff to deal with in real life as well, besides YouTube. But of course, a lot of people are impatient, and some people might not like my content or not. It's really difficult to like find the audience that likes and respects you. Now, of course, I'm not doing YouTube for fame or glory, even though originally I tried to do that. But after a while, when I was growing older, I was thinking, what's the point of having fame and fortune if it doesn't give you happiness? Like fame and fortune can get you so far, but it's not gonna give you like full-on happiness or like joy or anything like that. Like I know some people are joyous when they get like I don't know, 1,000 subscribers or 100,000 subscribers or 1 million subscribers or whatever, but. It can get you so far in life, but in reality, it's like fame is now substitute for real happiness, or having actual like a person that loves or respects you the way you are and understands your pain or anything like that. Because fans are no friends, honestly. Like I know it's kind of sounds shallow, but it's kind of true. Like not everyone who is a fan of your content or whatever is an actual fan. Like take for example, like again, I'm gonna get bastardized by saying this, but the Owl House, for example, like the Owl House fandom are not real fans of the show, because every time when I look up the Owl House, any sort of content, all I see is just like again the Lumini shipping, and people are obsessing over that shipping so much that they basically don't give a crap about the actual story. The other characters, no, they don't care about that. They basically want to center everything around the shipping, the lesbian shipping, and nothing else. And that is really worrisome, because the way people obsess over that over Lumini is really worrisome, because the way they act is like, if you, like I said, if you say anything negative about the show or anything like I'm doing right now, if you say anything bad about the show or say anything negative about it, no matter if the criticism is on point or solid or written with a script, it doesn't fucking matter if you have a script or if you criticize the show as much as you can professionally. It doesn't matter. People still will. These fandoms will still attack you, call you instaphobes because you have a different opinion about that show, and it's really really tiresome, and it's really worrisome, and that is why I barely watch modern entertainment. Now, of course, I'm not saying all modern entertainment sucks. Like I heard Top Gun Maverick is a really good movie. I even went out of my way to watch Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie this year, and it was actually really a very entertaining movie. Is it perfect? No, but it still has pretty good writing in a lot of areas, and it actually treats the story seriously. It's not always about, oh, everything must be ha 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 humor and stuff like that. And one of my biggest problems, especially with the modern cartoons, is that is the fact that too many shows, too many cartoons, no matter if they're aimed at children or adults, everything must be about comedy. And of course, comedy starts at season 5, season 1, and then later on they're basically like, yeah, we're gonna tell a serious story. Like, nowadays people can balance out humor and seriousness, but even when they do, it always falls flat on their faces because of bad or mediocre writing. And of course, I say that, but of course, people think, oh, I'm this and that because because I'm this and that because I say anything negative about modern entertainment. Because some people can't accept that just maybe their shows are not perfect. Their modern entertainment isn't perfect. Look at stuff like the recent She-Hulk or Rings of Power, on so many other shows that cater towards crazy Twitter people rather than actual people who are actual fans of the older entertainment or older movies, TV shows, or whatever. Nowadays, it's like you can't say anything negative about the show. Like at one point, in one of the videos I deleted, I had an argument about Masters of the Universe Revelations with one of the YouTubers. She's probably watching the video and she's really defensive about the show. Now, if you are watching this and if you like the show, good for you. But she thinks that a lot of people who criticize the show have no actual, and they basically say anything that the people who criticize the show have no meaning. But despite the fact that a lot of people I watched some of the I watched some of the Masters of the Universe Revelations rant videos, and a lot of people actually make good points. They even show clips of how the certain characters act in the show, and I'm like, damn, this show is horrible. And I try to now of course and these are these kinds of people who are actually grew up with He-Man, She-Ra, and stuff like that. But of course, there are some people who basically la 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 la. You're wrong. You're an idiot. You're instarophobe, and it just goes on and on. And it's really tiresome, especially with YouTube as well. Everything is just centered about you. It's not just YouTube. It's entertainment, Western entertainment in general. It goes on like this. Everything must be soft. Everything must be safe. No creative freedom. Everything must be positive. Hippity hoppity. Everything is just rainbows and unicorns. You can't be negative about anything, and it's really stupid and really tiresome. And YouTube is just really getting worse and worse because a lot of YouTube content creators who have a million subscribers or over 100,000 subscribers deal with this kind of stuff because they can't have more creative freedom. They can't show entertainment that is more catered towards more adult audience, not kids. And now they have to censor some of the stuff they show because think of the children. Jesus Christ! Not everything must be made. Not everything has to be made for kids. God damn it! For example, I want to make an animated action show, but it's not just catered towards children. It's catered towards also teenagers and adults. And I want to make a show that tells a very interesting story, have mature topics, very dark topics as well, and But I might not make that show. I don't know, because nowadays we live in a world where you can't have creative freedom. You can't make shows or entertainment for people that actually like entertainment, actually like actually like actual good storytelling, or with actual good writing, good character development that does not involve shipping 24/7, and. And so forth. And it's like, with YouTube it's the same thing. Like I said, with YouTube you can't, if you want to make a video about horror games, then be prepared to censor a lot of stuff, because you can't show anything. You can't show themes about suicide, or show any kind of dismemberment or anything like that, because, oh no, think of the children. I'm gonna repeat that meme, because that's how people think nowadays. Like, people think everything has to be catered towards an audience that haven't been, an audience that don't even care about this kind of stuff, or think everything must be catered towards just little kids, and that's just sad, honestly. Anyways, that's all for today. I apologize. Things have been kind of crazy nowadays. It's kind of hard to talk a lot doing videos, and it's just like things have been really rough around the edges, especially like in real life. Like, there's more for me in real life than just YouTube, so I apologize if I'm really like not making a lot of videos. Like I said, I'm dealing with a lot of depression. I like deal with the fact that I have no one to talk to or anything like that. It's kind of hard to, and not to mention is the fact that nowadays we have to pay a lot more money about the gas. So if you guys wondering why I'm wearing a jacket, it's because nowadays gas prices are up to 500 euros, and since I'm living in a small country, we can't earn enough money to actually pay for that. And now we have to be more conservative with the gas, with using gas. Basically, all the warmth we have for the entire house is connected to the gas, and if we use it too much, we have to pay shit ton of money that we can't afford, and it's really tiresome. And especially when winter comes around, I'm not sure if I will be able to survive. I hope so, but still, it's really tiresome, because nowadays people think more about greed and stupidity and nothing else, and it's like, and this is what humanity has developed into. Like, it actually a lot of people in the human race have evolved backwards, honestly, and there's nothing we can do, honestly. There are less good people left in the world, and there are more people who basically do evil stuff, but they use their LGBTQ or whatever cards as a shield, despite the fact that they do horrible things, no matter what they are. So yeah. Anyways, that's it for today. Of course, this video is can get a ton of dislikes, and I'm probably gonna delete it. I don't know. It's like, I'm so fucking tired. Oh my god, like, my dog died, and it's been kind of lonely, but I have to get used to it. And yeah, I might someday do a video in honor of my dog, and hopefully it will be a good one. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video and agree with some of my points. And this is Salmon17 signing off.